Hello, beautiful viewers. Welcome back to your favorite baking channel, Baking with Chef Tonde. What are we going to do today in this episode? In this episode, I'm just going to call it Motivational Tuesday in a bakery set up with your chef. But I'm going to be introducing another delicacy, but in a humorous and a traditional background of that delicacy. We can call it a delicacy, but it's just a product I can say called Umpokhoqo. It's like it's in Ndebele, it's Xhosa. In Zulu they call it Uphuthu, and in Shona I just got the word from somebody, and the word is called Mupotohayi, and in Afrikaans they call it caramel pap, and in English they call it African salad. Can you imagine? And a salad basically means a mix of different ingredients topped up with what do they call it? It's served with some condiments like those salad dressing. Yeah, so it's a salad dressing to taste. It means originally a salad, it's just a mix of a lot of ingredients that are not meant to taste like anything, but with a salad dressing, a condiment, it will taste like something. So I think the English word, it's coming from people who don't understand this African delicacy. So they just see maybe when someone make that Umpokhoqo, which is a mix of water, meal, salt, which is just steamed under low heat, just to make that crumbling texture. So they just call it, it's crumbled meal. So this same delicacy, it's a staple diet for most of the people, like down southern part of Africa. They take it, it's a delicacy, it's their staple food, it's their main food, Umpokhoqo. But those other ones who saw it as a salad, they think it's just a mistake, I can say. So people, when they are putting amasi, when they eat, they think that amasi is a salad dressing, but it's not. It's actually the way it must be consumed. But me, I will be doing it the Zimbabwe way, the Shona way of doing it. And this delicacy, according to my research, it is mainly for the Zulu, the Xhosa, and if you go up in Zimbabwe, it's mainly from the Matebele land, the Ndebele side of Zimbabwe. But the Shonas, this name that we call it Mupotohayi, it was a mistake that was brought up by the Shona, and it became a delicacy also by the Shona people, but they were making it in a different way because they didn't want to ask. They just saw the Ndebele people making, then other Shona people went and tried to make it. So when they were trying to make it, they didn't understand why it's not coming up like sadza, like pap, like normal pap. Then they just thought maybe because they were making it in a wrong pot. So the person who was making it just was just surprised and exclaimed and said, Mupotohayi, meaning not pot, not in the pot. But it was actually not a mistake. That's the way it was supposed to be. It was supposed to crumble. So they named it Mupotohayi as an exclamation, as a surprise, as a way of surrendering, to say, I give up. I think it's not supposed to be in the pot. That's why it's coming like this. So this is the delicacy that we are going to be making in the next episode. I just thought it's important for me to just give you a brief history about it, and there are some life lessons to be learned from this. Remember, if you remember in the other episode when we were doing fudge, when I was trying to give you a background on how it came to be a fudge, it was a mistake also. A chef on a Valentine's Day was hired all the way from France to go to America to prepare food, to prepare a delicacy for that particular couple on a Valentine's Day. And the chef messed up everything. But little did he know that mistake will come up to be a famous delicacy called a fudge, because he messed up in the kitchen. But he was afraid to disappoint those who had invited him, those people that he was supposed to cater for. So he just came up with a recipe and said, okay, we will just call it, we will just take it like this and save it. But when he was making it, and he was supposed to make chocolate caramels, but then they didn't come up according to what he was expecting. Then he just exclaimed again and said, oh my fudge! And today it's a fudge. So what seems like a problem or a mistake or a disadvantage or a negative experience, with a good attitude and a little bit of some innovation, it can be something that can be there can be something that can be drawn out of it that is very positive. So the Mupotohayi story, Umpokhoqo story, and the fudge story, it's something that maybe there can be someone there who want also to go into baking, to do baking, to take baking as a profession, but you feel like it's not right, or it's not. But with a good attitude and a good motivation and a drive, you can do it. You can do baking and take baking to another level, and you can turn the mistakes into masterpieces, turn the problems into some nice projects. And from what I have learned so far, it's just take your passion. Don't worry about anyone who say maybe what you are trying to do, it's a salad. No, it's not. It's a staple food. It's a staple diet. That's what you need to survive. So do it. Go for it. It's your staple food. That's what you need to solve your problem. That's what you need to progress and prosper in life. So go for it. Don't worry about what other people see about and say about you. So go for it and do what you are supposed to do. Make your Mupotohayi, make your Umpokhoqo, make your fudge. Don't worry, close your ears and focus, and you will be a success, and there will be a good story to talk about from the mistakes. So Mupotohayi was a mistake, but it's not a mistake in other people's eyes. They need it to survive. The fudge, it was a mistake, but today how many people long to have a bite of a fudge? That mistake. So there is no permanent mistake in life. Let's do the baking, let's do baking, let's take it further, and together we will achieve a lot. your resident chef signing out. See you in the next episode where we will be making that mistake, Umpokhoqo, just to show you how it is made in Zimbabwe, how the Shona people make it. And us in Zimbabwe, they bake in Zimbabwe, we were consuming it with tea, breakfast, because we have our own way of making it that suits the breakfast. But in South Africa and other parts of Africa, they use it. It's a main meal. It's not even for breakfast. It's a main meal. So in Zimbabwe, when you don't have bread, then you just take your meal, you make Umpokhoqo, Mupotohayi. Then there you go. You drink your tea. Life goes on. Then everything else is just a story. And there are some in Zulu. Yeah, there are some names that they call it differently. So in Zulu they call it Uphuthu. In Shona, Mupotohayi. And it calls out Umpokhoqo. I think in the belly also is Umpokhoqo, something like that. I stand to be corrected. Afrikaans is a caramel pap. English, African salad. So, and don't mistake Umpokhoqo for pap, for sad, for njima, for posho, for fufu. It's totally different. So I will be showing you in the next episode how to make Umpokhoqo, how to do it, and how to do it the Zimbabwe way, the Shona way, our way, the African way, that part of the world. And see you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below. Maitabasa, tinotenda, siyabonga. Sizobonana pa next episode. Chinese.
CSCMA, your resident chef signing out. Sing Chang.